Recent studies show that children in Nigeria growing up in environments that sometimes abuse their rights.
Hello everyone, I'm Geraldine Ishiekwene and this is Life. Today we're going to be discussing a very disturbing issue, one that plagues our nation, and that is the issue of child abuse. The statistics are truly staggering. UNICEF reports that a horrifying 6 out of every 10 Nigerian children experience some form of violence, whether physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. This data represents not just numbers, but real children facing unimaginable suffering and trauma at the hands of those entrusted to protect them. The tragic case of 9-year-old Blessing, who was brutally abused and killed by her guardians in Akwa Ibom in 2021, serves as a painful reminder of how vulnerable our young ones are, even within our own homes. With such overwhelming evidence of the depth of this crisis, we must ask ourselves a critical question. Is the Nigerian government taking sufficient action to combat child abuse? An objective analysis unfortunately reveals obvious gaps in the responses. Let's start with the legal framework. While the Child Rights Act was enacted to safeguard children, a shocking 2/3 of states have yet to domesticate this legislation, leaving millions unprotected under the law. Even where it has been adopted, a 2021 Channels TV report exposed how weakly it is being implemented and enforced due to underfunded agencies and lack of coordination. Another major failing is the lack of effective reporting mechanisms and support services for child victims of abuse. UNICEF estimates that a staggering 6 out of 10 children who experience violence never receive any supportive care, often due to societal stigma around reporting, lack of awareness, reduced faith in the justice system, delivering accountability. Awareness and preventive measures are equally lacking. While public education is crucial, a 2022 NOI poll survey found 47% of Nigerians believe not enough is being done by the government to raise awareness about the realities and consequences of child abuse. When objectively evaluating the core criteria of comprehensive legal protections, robust enforcement, available reporting channels, trauma-informed support services, and widespread prevention through public education, it becomes very clear that current efforts are sadly insufficient. To its credit, the government has taken certain steps and initiatives to address this scourge. However, these little and underfunded actions fail to match the urgency and scale required to protect our most vulnerable population. We simply cannot accept the status quo any longer. Every child in Nigeria deserves to feel safe, nurtured, and protected from harm as they develop and pursue their dreams. Repairing this systemic failure must become a priority. It will require a united, multi-stakeholder effort, from revising our laws and policy implementation to partnering with civil society groups to expand services for survivors, to fundamentally shifting societal attitudes through national awareness campaigns. Adequate budgets must be allocated and accountability measures established. For how can we claim to be creating a prosperous future for this nation while leaving millions of its children prone to abuse, violence, and exploitation? Their futures and protection must be at the core of our priorities as a society. So let this serve as a call to action to our leaders and our people. The cycle of trauma and damage being inflicted upon our youth cannot be allowed to persist any longer. Together, we must fight for the safety, well-being, and rights of every Nigerian child. They are the nation's most precious resource, and they are counting on us to ensure their childhoods are filled with joy, not pain. We can and must do better. Their futures depend on it.